So you want to become a professional photographer. And I get it, when you're on the outside looking in, you're not a professional yet. It looks all perfect and great and glittery and just looks like the perfect hobby that can be turned into something that can make you money. But on the other end, it's not always what it seems. And that's something that I realized pretty quickly into my photography journey. So we're going to get straight into this. This is my real talk on being a professional photographer. And hopefully this video can help you make your decision if this is the right profession for you and if you want to move forward with doing photography. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get straight into it. So this is going to be like a laid back, chill video, not so much structured. It's just going to be me sharing my thoughts on being a professional photographer for a while now and just some of the things that I've been through and things that I think you should know if you're trying to get into this space or you're just, thinking about becoming a professional photographer. All right, so the first point I really want to touch on is sometimes being a professional photographer, it's not as fun as you think it would be. So I'll kind of elaborate on that because I know you're probably like, what the heck? Like, you say you love this and now you're saying it's not fun. Maybe somebody is saying that, but what I mean by that is, when you go into this, becoming a professional photographer, you're just thinking about taking the photos and maybe you're just in love with cameras and tech and gear and stuff like that. So once you turn it into a business and you do this for longer, you start dealing with clients, you see this a lot of different things that you didn't really think about when you first started. So it's a lot of different things that you have to do that, once again, you don't really think about this stuff. Like, I find myself spending more time just, on my website and marketing and talking client communication and stuff like that. And these are things that people just don't think about. They think, oh, I just have to take photos and I love taking photos, so I'm going to have so much fun. But you're going to find yourself doing the tasks that I mentioned quite often and consistently if you want to be, somewhat successful at this thing. Not saying I'm quitting anything crazy like that. I just, lost some of that excitement, some of the fun I used to have. But I've been doing things that kind of help me with that. Like, I'll just do personal projects, and I think that's very important when it comes to just kind of having fun with your photography if you're doing like client work and stuff. But it's just not the same from when I first started, and I get that things change, but that's just me being 100% honest. All right, so the second point I want to touch is chasing money. Now, for me personally, what I mean by that is I reached a point to where I wasn't really having any kind of fun at all, really. It just became something else on my list that I had to do, right? Which was take pictures. And the only thing that I was really thinking about was just making money. How much money can I make? Like, it didn't matter, what type of job it was, if it was fun, the type of client, it just didn't matter. I was just trying to make extra money. Now, maybe this is just me, but I think a lot of photographers that are kind of starting out can kind of reach a point to where you just kind of lose yourself in this whole photography thing and turning it into a business. You get so consumed with it and you get just so stuck on the idea that you can make more money doing something that is fun to you outside of just a regular 9-to-5 job that you may not like. I feel like this can turn you into a different person and you kind of just lose sight of why you started and just the journey and having fun with it. At a certain point, it's all about money, and that completely takes the fun away from it, right? And I'm not saying chasing money is a bad thing. I think we all want to find ways to make more income, support ourselves, support our family. Money is a good thing. Getting to the money, getting the bag is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But when that's your main focus, it's just not fun. It takes away from the passion. It takes away from your why and just why you started doing this. So it can just kind of blur things and just mess up on your mindset behind it and just everything. All right, so before I get into the last point, just leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you can relate to anything I'm saying. If you've been through something similar, let me know in the comment section. All right, so the last point I got for y'all is when you're a professional photographer, you have less creativity. So a lot of us get into this because we love this creative field. It's a way to express ourselves creatively and do creative things, right? But the thing is, once you start to take on clients, you have to cater to those clients, and those clients have specific things that they want with their images or whether it be video. So I kind of feel like you're kind of limited to what you can do creatively when it comes to certain projects. Like I don't treat a client project the same way I do a personal project. If I have a personal project, I feel like I have 100% freedom. I can do whatever I want to do versus the client. I know it's specific shots that I have to get. Like I can't go into that shoot and just be, I'm just going to get just the creative shots with off-camera flash. Like that, the client won't be interested in that. And I know some of you are like super creative photographers and that's your style. And maybe you feel like, this is what clients are getting when they come to me. But I feel like even if that's you, you still lose some of that creativity because, you have to cater to the client and what those clients like in a sense. Like when it comes to certain shoots, I found myself just not shooting for me at all in a sense. It's like, I'm just taking these shots because I know the client will like it, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like holding back on what the things that I like and just kind of really focusing on the things that I know they'll like. For me, this is not a major deal, but I feel like if you're not doing like personal creative projects, it can be. And depending on what type of photographer you are, if you're like super creative or just, the general photographer, I feel like depending on the person, it can be a big deal. So it's not a huge deal to me, but I do think it's important to know that you will find yourself kind of shifting what you truly want to do when it comes to certain projects for clients. Things change when you become a professional photographer. That's why you see some people, they don't even want to become a professional photographer. They're just hobbyists and they just like doing it for fun because they don't want to deal with the clients and the business stuff and all that type of stuff. Everybody's different. I still have fun with this. I still love it. I'm just kind of expressing the things that I've been through and really things that I didn't think about when I first started. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on some of this stuff and subscribe to my channel. I post photography tips and tricks, also tutorials, and I post every single week. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.